Let me say it. And let's all say Avatar Meher Baba ki Jai 3 times.
Yes, please.
Avatar
Avatar Bear
Meher
Baba
Baba ki
Jai.
Avatar
Avatar Bear
Meher
Baba
Baba
ki
ki
Jai.
Jai. Avatar
Avatar Bear Baba ki
Bye-bye.
Jai.
Jai Baba. So over to you, Pratap ji. Jai Baba.
Jai Baba, all of you. Anytime, because this is a raining outside, anytime if there is a disconnection, please give me a signal so that I may not just keep on talking. Anyway, today, what I thought is that we'll change a little bit of our pattern of uh, talking and all that. Day after tomorrow, we will be celebrating the anniversary of new life. 16th of October 1949, Baba started his new life, and exactly after 1 year, on 16th October 1950, had held a meeting in Mahabaleshwar, in the Aga Khan Palace, and both all the old life Baba lovers, they were invited along with new people like us. I was young then, and had a great fortune to attend that meeting. Baba met us. Everyone passed before Baba, and then Baba patted somebody. Baba like this, that, and then there was a Baba had given bath to Ali Shah. He was brought in Mahabaleshwar, and he was given a bath in front of all the people. We were very closely watching there. Even that the drops of water were falling us when Baba was putting water on that. We were so very closely watching, young boys. And then that meeting was held. I am not going to talk much about that meeting, but then what I had thought is that on this occasion, will it be acceptable to you if I sing the new life song of Meher Baba that was composed by Dr. Ghani on Baba's instructions and Baba's suggestions and Baba's keen observation respect of every aspect of new life, whether it has come in that song. Baba was watching very closely, and that was composed in the Belgaum, that is in Karnataka. And Belgaum was the first stop, Meher Baba's first stop. And this song was composed there, and every day they used to sing this song. They used to play on harmonium, then they had set to tune, and every day they were singing this song. And the same tune and same, we must have changed little bit of style, but then the song is very long one, about 6-7 stanzas, but without explaining the meaning. The meaning has come elsewhere. Several times people must have read about it, and if I go on explaining the meaning, then of course it will take a lot of time. So what I thought is that I will sing that song, only singing. If you have a copy of that translation, you will hold it in your hand and just every stanza you will try to understand by yourself. My explaining will take a lot of time. And then rest of the time, we will have some conversation, free conversation. Anybody can, it's not a question, but just a interaction in between us. anything you want to say, you can say. Anything I want to say, I would say. So this is the pattern which I have suggested today. That's only for this occasion of new life, because that is a very auspicious day also in my life, because that was the day when I first met Baba, and thereafter, of course, I I was completely possessed by Meher Baba. So that will be agreeable to all of you. If it is agreeable, please say yes, yes, and then I will start singing that song.
Yes.
Yes,
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 yes.
yes,
Yes.
yes,
All right.
please.
Yes, Jai Baba.
Jai Baba, all right.
Thank you, Baba.
It's a very beautiful composition. Every aspect of my life has come therein, and the tune is also very nice. The tune is called Bhairavi, the Rag Bhairavi. खुदा के भरोसे पे हम जा रहे, कसम से राजों को गरमा रहे, गजल ना मुरादी की हम गा रहे, बला और मुसीबत को भुलवा रहे। सुनो मेरे बाबा की खामोश वाणी, इसी में है सब आशिकों की कहानी। सुनो मेरे बाबा की खामोश वाणी, इसी में है सब आशिकों की कहानी। सुनो मेरे बाबा की, सुनो मेरे बाबा की खामोश वाणी, इसे में है सब आशिकों की कहानी। है जीना तुम्हें अगर नई जिंदगानी, है जीना तुम्हें अगर नई जिंदगानी, करो तर्क दिल से दुनिया पानी। सुनो मेरे बाबा की खामोश वाणी, इसी में है सब आशिकों की कहानी। सुनो मेरे बाबा की। खुदा के भरोसे पे हम जा रहे, कसम से इरादों को बरमा रहे, बदलना मुरादी के हम गा रहे, बदलना मुरादी के हम गा रहे, बला और मुसीबत को बुलवा रहे। सुनो मेरे बाबा की खामोश वाणी, इसी में सब आशिकों की कहानी। सुनो मेरे बाबा की। उम्मीदों करो ना नवादों का शिकवा, न इज्जत से मतलब न दिल्लत की परवाह, उम्मीदों का रोना न वादों का शिकवा, न इज्जत से मतलब न दिल्लत की परवाह, न ग़ीबत किसी की न ग़ीबत किसी की, न खतरा किसी का, यही रंग है अपने अब जिंदगी का। न ग़ीबत किसी की, न खतरा किसी का, यही रंग है अपने अब जिंदगी का। सुनो मेरे बाबा की खामोश वाणी, इसी में है सब आशिकों की कहानी। सुनो मेरे बाबा की। उम्मीदों करो नान वादों का शिकवा, न इज्जत से मतलब न दिल्लत की परवाह, उम्मीदों करो नान वादों का शिकवा, न इज्जत से मतलब न दिल्लत की परवाह, न ग़ीबत किसी की न ग़ीबत किसी की, न खतरा किसी का, न ग़ीबत किसी की, न खतरा किसी का, यही रंग है अपने अब जिंदगी का। सुनो मेरे बाबा की खामोश वाणी, इसमें है सब आशिकों की कहानी। ख्यालों में उलझन बाकी न बंधन है, निखोत न मुस्काने कुछ काम कंचन। ख्यालों में उलझन बाकी न बंधन है, निखोत न मुस्काने कुछ काम कंचन। है मजहब से रिश्ता न कुछ फिक्र तन मन, है मजहब से रिश्ता न कुछ फिक्र तन मन, सवारे कुश्ती में शेखो बिरे मन। सुनो मेरे बाबा की खामोश वाणी, इसमें है सब आशिकों की कहानी। सुनो मेरे बाबा की। न अपने लिए कोई छोटा बड़ा है, मुरीद और मुर्शिद न मौलाना है। न अपने लिए कोई छोटा बड़ा है, मुरीद और मुर्शिद न मौलाना है। अखवत का बाहम जो रिश्ता जुड़ा है, अखवत का बाहम जो रिश्ता जुड़ा है, हमें दर्दों में मजा आ रहा है। सुनो मेरे बाबा की खामोश वाणी, इसमें सब आशिकों की कहानी। सुनो मेरे बाबा की। न दुनिया न उकबा न दोज़ख न जन्नत, न सिद्धि न शक्ति न कशबो करामत। न दुनिया न उकबा न दोज़ख न जन्नत, न सिद्धि न शक्ति न कशबो करामत। ये सब नक्शे बातिल हुए दिल से रुखसत, ये सब नक्शे बातिल हुए दिल से रुखसत। कहूँ क्या ये सब नक्शे बातिल हुए दिल से रुखसत। जो कुछ है वह है हाल की कदर कीमत। सुनो मेरे बाबा की खामोश बानी, इसी में सब आशिकों की कहानी। सुनो मेरे बाबा की। ये अल्फाज बाबा के सुन दिल से प्यारे, शुमार अब मेरा है बराबर तुम्हारे। ये अल्फाज बाबा के सुन दिल से प्यारे, शुमार अब मेरा है बराबर तुम्हारे। हो मगर हुक्म अच्छे बुरे दुखे न्यारे, मगर हुक्म अच्छे बुरे दुखे न्यारे। बजाना वो फौरन खुदा के सहारे। सुनो मेरे बाबा की खामोश बानी, इसी में है सब आशिकों की कहानी। सुनो मेरे बाबा की। ये अल्फाज बाबा के सुन दिल से प्यारे। Listen to the words of मेरे बाबा। शुमार अब मेरा है बराबर तुम्हारी। My status is same as yours. We are on the same status. You are the seeker of God. I am also seeker of God. We used to call Baba as the elder brother, and Baba, that relation of master and disciple, that was no more there. But one important condition was that whatever orders Baba gives, that has to be unconditionally carried out by the companions. That was the foremost condition that Baba had put before all his companions. I will just narrate one small incident that many times whatever lacking of conditions or violating any conditions, Baba would punish himself by anybody. If anybody violates any condition, your life condition, a very strict condition, Baba would punish himself, get punished himself. Such an instant had happened, and Baba asked everyone to kick him. Just imagine how difficult it is to carry out this order from Meher Baba. When I imagine that situation, I get tears in my eyes. Everyone just as a gesture of following the orders, Meher Baba's order, they lightly kicked Meher Baba. When the turn of Dr. Ghani came, he went long, long away. And his gesture was as if he's going to kick Baba very hard. And with that posture and that gesture, Gani came running towards Baba. And when he came close to Baba, he just simply touched with his foot Baba's body. Baba asked Gani, you have your gestures were that as if you are going to hit me very hard. But what made you to change your mind? The answer which Gani gave is a very, very touching answer. He said, after all, you are my childhood friend. I have forgiven you. I have forgiven you. That was the answer Dr. Gani said. So this is very touching stanza. ये अल्फाज बाबा की सुन दिल से प्यारे, शुमार अब मेरा है बराबर तुम्हारे, my status is equal to yours. मगर हुक्म अच्छे बुरे जो की रह either whatever orders I give, whether they appear to be good or bad, you have to carry out in the name of God. Everything in the name of God. Many times, many of us, what hardship these people have undergone, it's unimaginable for us. There are very several incidences when walking after long distances, getting tired, practically no energy in them, then reaching their destination wherever they have to halt for the night. And then some arrangement used to be made for ladies, and 4 ladies were there with Baba. For them, some arrangement were to be made. There was one big caravan, and then for Baba and ladies, that some arrangement, some shade used to be made. But then Mandali, they used to sleep anywhere, under any tree, under any by the side of a wall, a shade, and some. And at such a time, there are heavy showers of rains, and then they will wind up their bedding, hide themselves under some shade, and try to save their bedding from getting soaked in the rain. See how trying circumstances these people have faced. It's very simple examples I give. Whatever they give, during the Bhiksha phase, whatever Bhiksha they get, they will bring to Baba, and Baba will distribute that Bhiksha amongst all the people. Dr. Gani had told once that certain times people will bring in Bhiksha, it's a very sweet meat, sumptuous quantity of sweet meats, and Baba will place them all that in the middle of all the people sitting around, and they will eat bhakri or the Indian bread along with whatever dal, chutney, whatever it may be. Looking at that sweet meats, that had been some incidences like that, and but they have stood to all the trials. If we really minutely observe the new life conditions, and it was really beyond the capacity of a person to strictly abide by the conditions, bodily and mentally. And in very small incidences, people used to make mistakes, and then they have to listen to Baba's. I won't say firing, because Baba was used to get, never used to get. I'm upset. In the 16th of October meeting, Baba had kept that company away, and then after that wash given to the bus, the meeting was held, meeting started, and in the beginning, they had prayed Baba. Baba prayed on behalf of all the companions. They prayed to forgive them. They means including Baba, for any shortcomings in obeying the condition, in following the conditions of their life. Along with Baba, they prayed God to forgive them. So this is a very, very, what should I say, a trialing phase for all the lovers. Or K.K. Ramshar of Pune, he always used to say that a real new life was led by Meher Baba and Meher Baba himself, only Meher Baba. Others companions had some sort of shortcomings, and then Baba had to take upon himself the punishment. So this is what he says, that stanza. Yalfaz Baba se प्यारे शुमार अब मेरा है बराबर तुम्हारे मगर हुक्म अच्छे बुरे दुख न्यारे बजाना कौन खुदा के सहारे सुनो मेरे बाबा की खामोश वारी इसी में है सब आशिकों की कहानी सुनो मेरे बाबा की। अगर आसमाने मुसीबत भी टूटे सदाकत का हाथों से दामन न छूटे चमनिया तो हीरमा में हर चंद लूटे तवक्कुल से इनमें लगे बेल बूटे चमनिया तो हीरमा ने हर चंद लूटे चमनिया तो हीरमा ने हर चंद लूटे तवक्कुल से इनमें लगे बेल बूटे सुनो मेरे बाबा की खामोश वारी इसी में है सब आशिकों की कहानी सुनो मेरे बाबा की। चले दिल पे छुरिया मगर न भोखना चले दिल पे छुरिया मगर न भोखना ये रंग है जिसको करता हूँ रिया ये रंग है जिसको करता हूँ रिया तेरी तंग दस्ती में दौलत है पिन्हा गदाई पे तेरे करे रश्क शाह, तेरी तंग दोस्ती में जान रखे पुनः, गदाई पे तेरे करे रश्क शाह। सुनो मेरे मामा की खामोश बानी, इसी में है सब आशिकों की कहानी। सुनो मेरे बाबा की। है बेशक खुदा और बिरग नबी है, महरदर अवतार हरदम वली है। महरदर हरदम महरदर अवतार हरदम वली है। हमें तो फकत बेबसी बेकसी है, कहूँ क्या तुम्हें ये नई जिंदगी है, कहूँ क्या तुम्हें ये नई जिंदगी है। सुनो मेरे बाबा की खामोश बानी, इसी में सब आशिकों की कहानी। सुनो मेरे बाबा की। Very touching song. If you remember the hardship the Mandali along with Baba has undergone, it is simply unimaginable. A very rare type of life. And in the end, in the year 1951 or so, Baba abandoned, I would say, the outward activities of new life, because there are for Baba's 3 phases of life. They had started. That includes the complicated phase of our full free life, and life that follows thereafter. And during that time, Baba had visited USA and then Andhra and then Hamirpur and all these places. I remember that when after returning from their new life, there was in the year 1952 also, there was a Baba's travel to USA. And every planning was made by the Baba in USA. And the preparation who will be accompanying with Baba and all that was finalized here in India. And Baba insisted that Eraj should accompany him. And Eraj refused. Eraj said, no, Baba, I don't have any energy to travel with you. And Baba is telling Eraj, how do you imagine me going without you? Don't you feel anything about that? But Eraj is very adamantly says, no, Baba, it's not possible for me. I am not going with you. This is my last word. And don't insist on me. I will say no every time you ask me. And Baba was very much upset with Eraj, very much upset. Once I just asked Eraj, After several years, in my usual visit to Merazad, after Baba dropped his body, I used to visit once in a month or once in 2 months. On such a visit, I asked Erich, you had said no to accompany Baba on that visit to USA. Do you repent now for that, for saying no? A very strange answer was given by Erich was, Pratap, at that time it was really so. You do not know, you cannot imagine what hardship we have undergone during the new life period. And had, honestly speaking, I had no energy to travel with Baba, because once I go with Baba, I will have to attend to him all the time. And I didn't have that energy. No energy was left in me. So I have just definitely said, Baba, I am not coming. Even the Baba was very much upset. And then Baba said, if that is so, if you still are my repeatedly ask you to accompany me, if you still maintain your no, then it is no use you are staying with me. You want to pack up and go away wherever you want. Erich took that seriously. He went to his room and started packing up all that clothes and whatever was there, which was in his charge, which was in his possession. And when that was being done, a thought came to him that all these things which I am wearing, including my clothes which I am wearing now, they all belong, they do not belong to me, they all belong to Mir Baba. So what right I have got to take them with me? So what to do? The clothes he was wearing, they were also belonging to Mir Baba. They were provided by Mir Baba. And then what kid could do in that situation? This is actually told to me by this conversation in between by me and Erich. And I asked him whether you repent. And then in an answer to that, he described the whole story. He thought all that thoughts came to his mind that nothing belongs to me. So he decided to go naked in the night time. And he was waiting for night to fall. And when, as the night approached, it was getting dark. There was a knock on the door. And some Mandali member from outside, they said to Erich, Baba has said that tomorrow he will decide about you. See the turn which was given by Baba to the whole affair. Baba will decide what you have to do. And then next day, Baba held a meeting, and then he asked Erich and I think Pendu to go around to different parts and then give lectures on Baba. And Erich said, I have never given lectures. I am not used to giving lectures, so but how can I talk about you? Give me a lecture. Baba said, I will help you. And that is how Erich was sent. And during that time, Erich visited so many places, Andhra and Tamil and all that. So this whole new life is a, I do not know whether I could call it a mystery or what, but the real meaning nobody can understand or grasp. In the last circular which Baba had issued on new life, Baba has said that even this new life will live by itself, even there is nobody to live it. Even after my passing away, the life that life will live by itself. I not understood exactly because the conditions which were laid down there, of course, one can try to follow the essence of that new life, that one can read and grasp a little, and one can try to bring into practice in their day-to-day life. But many times man fails. Many times man fails. Man has got his own limitations of his understanding, limitations of his behavior, limitations of his feelings and all that. So nobody is able to live up to that standard. And ultimately we have to leave it to Baba. And to leave it to Baba is best way to remember him all the time. Remember him, remember him, remember him. When I started this today's session, I had in my mind to tell you some of the some aspect of Baba's treatment of certain problems. A very nice subject, and it may take a little more time, but only one incident which is a little funny one. Funny incident I would tell. I do not know you must have read it. Many people must have read it, but I do not know whether they remember it or not. But today I will just narrate it. We know that during new life Baba had stayed in Motichur, which is near Dehradun, somewhere near Dehradun and Haridwar, in between Haridwar and Dehradun. Motichur was there was a bungalow, and Baba had stayed there, and from Motichur, he used to daily walk to Haridwar and go around to bow down to the sadhus and sannyasis and all that. And then again retire to Motichur for night hall. That was a daily activity for Baba. He used to take 4 people with him, and then this process of bowing down to several sadhus that used to take place. In a day time, we used to bow down to 120, 200, 300 people. It was very hectic job. And once it so happened, it's a little funny incident. One it so happened that they were returning from Haridwar towards Motichur. 4 people were with Baba. It is a belief in the Indians. I do not know about the Westerners, or I don't know about any other country. But amongst the Indians, it was a belief that if somebody witnesses or happens to see the matting of crows, that is a bad omen. The one who sees it, there is a sure death to some of his close ones, sure death. if somebody happens to see the mattings of the crows, consciously or unconsciously, then a dear one from of that person is sure to die. And when Baba came, it was reported to Baba, Baba really put his mind into it and said, oh, what would happen now? This in fact is superstition, but then Baba took it in a different way. What will happen now? We have to announce somebody's death. And Baba said that better will be that I am the dearest of you all. So death of any nearest person is to be announced. And announcement of my death will be proper. That will be desired effect. This is the anecdote, antidote. But then Aries said, Baba, that is a great risky thing. Because if we announce your death, the person whom we convey this news, he will immediately, within seconds, he will contact Adi, and Adi will issue circulars in the whole Baba circle, there will be chaos. So this is very risky thing to announce your death. So then ultimately came to Pendu. They decided to announce the death of Pendu. And accordingly, a telegram was sent to one person in Delhi. And after little time, another telegram was sent that Pendu is fine, all right. The divine miracle is that the second telegram was received before the second. The second received before the first. And the person, that family came to know that it is a false. The first one is a false news conveyed to us, and they have laughed at it. This is a superstition which Baba supported at that time. And ultimately, Baba wanted to make them understand that it's all humbug. Such sort of superstitions are not at all. There is no meaning in it. Anyway, on that basis, I had in mind to describe several other incidents also, just similar to that, because the question was whether Baba has taken deep interest in that superstition, and there had been some occasions when people have expected Baba to do something like a miracle to cure them. Now this will take little time, so I will leave it for the next time. Today that we have about 10 minutes. If anybody will have a conversation, if anybody wants to contribute to today's subject, they are welcome to do. And I hand over to Prakash.
No.
Conduct this.
So you all heard, right? So Pratap ji is asking if you have any thoughts on new life that you want to share, or you have questions that you can ask him. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, I wanted to hear again, Pratap, about when Dr. Ghani died in August of 1951, what Baba said after Ghani died.
Yes, Baba had Baba had praised Gani in a very, what Baba had said that he was my boy, childhood friend, and I only know how loyal his heart was.
Mhm.
There was much to do for me by Dr. Gani. And he only was it is only Dr. Gani who could do this thing for me. Now, since he has left his body, the whole responsibility falls on me.
Mhm.
I have to carry out that responsibility myself. This is the words which Baba had conveyed to all the people on Dr. Gani's death. And especially this concerns to, I think, it concerns to that Baba was involved in Dr. Gani in so many things. You will just believe that if you study the whole course of new life, whenever there is a reciting of any prayer, Baba would ask Gati to recite a special prayer for the new life, any occasion. It may be a one sentence or one word, but then it was to be uttered by Gani.
Mm.
And thereafter, so much things were to be done from Dr. Gani. That is about writing that God speaks. Baba had involved Dr. Gani so much. In fact, because because of I do not because of the lethargy or because of his bodily limitations, Dr. Gani could not complete that job to Baba's satisfaction. But then that was the basis he had created for that. And finally, drafting was, in that drafting, the notes which Dr. Gani had written, they have been used by Heritage for completing the book. Anyway, so Dr. Gani had a special, now when they had a Langoti phase, sitting on Langoti as a loincloth and meditating there in Buddha's place. After that, Gani was asked to say, "Ho gaya, done." That was by Dr. Gani. New life, there was a prayer on new life, a special prayer composed by Baba. That was read by Dr. Gani. Not only that, but in that Hyderabad meeting, Dr. Gani was there, and Baba had relied on him on certain things. Thereafter, that Manonash phase of Baba started. Gani was sent back to Pune, and Baba was in the Manonash phase. And that time, Gani doubted his body. So, Baba had asked people to observe fast on one day. This Ramju's eldest son, Baggu, his name was Baggu. He was appointed as a proxy to observe that fast on behalf of Dr. Gani. So this relation is something different. We cannot just comment on that, but I am sure that Dr. Gani, when we have seen him during Poona phase, he used to walk down from his place, from his station. He was living nearby the station. He would walk down to our hostel, then sit there after 9 o'clock up to midnight. And then we will all go along with him, but he used to walk this distance. And then he was not even in a good financial status. He he was hard time he was passing through. So he had to go at a distance for giving a lecture in the Anglo-Urdu school. They had arranged for his lecture. And for that, perhaps he may not be having enough money for going in Tonga. So he bicycled at that age. He bicycled up to that college, and there he got that heart attack. So this last phase is very touching, very, very touching. I always become so very emotional when I remember from outside, everything looked nice, good. He was humorous way of explaining the thing. From inside, we were too young to inquire and know about it. And if at all we know, we were not in a position to help him in any way. That was beyond. Anyway, you have just touched that subject. Anything else now?
Yeah, Betty has a question. Betty?
Yes. Pratap, how old were you when Baba started the new life in 1949?
New life. When new life. In October 16th, 1950, I had completed 14 years. And 16th is my birthday. 16th October is my birthday. So I met Baba on that auspicious day, on my birthday. But that time I didn't know my birthday. Afterwards, I just happened to go through something. I said, then I thought that it was my birthday actually when I met Baba first time.
Oh my!
Wow! Happy birthday! It's coming up.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. But she has taken an opportunity to open the topic of my birthday.
Were you with the group, the Poona Bhajan Mandali at that time?
Sorry?
Were you with the group, the Poona Bhajan Mandali? Were you with them at that time when you were so young? Were you with the group when they met?
पुणे भजन मंडळी सोबत तुम्ही होता का त्यावेळी?
When December, that was in the month of December. On 25th of December 1950, that means after 2 months, 16th October, after 1.5 months or so, the Poona Bhajan Mandali was invited to give that program, and I was one of the important, even though I was very young then, we were the vital members, vital parts of that Bhajan Mandali. We used to sing along with Madhusudan. I was not playing harmonium then. I used to sing with Madhusudan. We have practiced Madhusudan songs, and then one Mr. Ramchandra Gaikwad, he used to play harmonium with it. He was from Hyderabad and a very good singer. He was also a very good singer, but he had a lot of songs by Meera, by Kabir, by different saintly personalities. And he used to sing those songs. And that is how that Radha song, when Lady Mandali asked for Radha song, this is that Ramchandra Gaikwad who knew that song, and he sang it before Baba. And Baba was in so much of good mood that he took the dholak. He used to accompany by dholak. Then Baba took that dholak in his hands and he put it on his lap and then play it along with that song for some time. And then the cymbals were in my hand. He asked for the cymbals. I gave it to him and he played on this, but very like an expert person, and then gave it back. So this I was a member of that Bhajan Mandali, youngest member of that Bhajan Mandali.
When
It was
Baba
a memorable time for us. Yes, please.
when Baba came by in the car and stopped for the group, were you part of that group when Madhusudan met him for the first time? Were you part of that incident?
I'm sorry, I didn't get you. Prakash, can you?
No, you remember when Madhusudanji saw Baba the first time in Ahmednagar, I think in Mehrazad.
Yes, yes.
So were you also there in that group?
No. In that group, I was not there because in fact, in those days, I was so very junior. I had I enjoyed singing. I used to sing small cinema songs and some sit in the village where we were staying in the night time. We used to sing on the cymbals and then sing devotional songs. I used to go there and enjoy. That was my habit. I was very much comfortable with that singing. And then that time when when Baba declared his new life, the Pune people got so very sad about it because the conditions of new life were explained to them in one of the meetings. Gadekar Sahib was the person who was there to explain. Even Dr. Gani was there to explain. And then we were told, and I was really so young that I didn't have any reaction about it. What is the new life and what will happen thereafter? But then some senior people, they understood what Baba meant by new life. There is no coming back, leaving everything and going along with Baba. And there was no chance of seeing Baba thereafter. And then they were very much upset that they won't have, in their life, they won't have Baba's darshan. So about eight, 9 people, they on the advice of one elderly person by name Sule. We used to call him Sule Kaka, Kaka means uncle. Sule Kaka, he was from Sholapur, he was from Nagpur. So he told them that these needs, Baba was very busy. Baba was very busy in the preparation of the new life. And then he was not meeting anybody. And then this group of, say, about 10 people, they went. Madhusudan was there, Ramchandra Gaikwad was there, the two singers. Then one Mr. Rangoli was there, who had become thereafter a trustee of Avatar Baba Trust. Then other people were there. So in all, there were about 9 or 10 people must be there. And when they approached Adi got wild and said, "Who is that? Who is that fool who has said who has advised to come for Baba's darshan?" He shout out, and these boys, young boys, they were all young boys. They were, I mean, very much afraid of Adi. And then, but then they requested, just see. And Maiji, Adi's mother, she intervened and said, "Why you are shouting on these boys? They have come with a hope to see Baba. And you are shouting on them instead of trying for it. Find out some way so that people, at least from a distance, these people can see Baba." And then Adi used to respect his mother very much, very much. So Adi listened to her and then told her that I will try to do something. And then Adi said that in the morning I take Baba from Merazad to Mehrabad, and in the evening at certain time I take Baba back to Meradan. So at the turning point of the towards station, from station to that kinetic chowk, it is called now. That at the turning point, that in those days there were no buildings around, there was barren land. So on the roadside you can away from the road, because Baba should not doubt that somebody is standing for Baba Darshan. And then Baba advised them to stand there. I will, on my part, will slow down a car a little, and from a distance you can see Baba. That's all. Boys were, I mean, satisfied with that. They felt happy. At least we can see Baba, a glimpse of Baba. And for hours together, they went there and sat under a tree. Madhusudan was getting uneasy because that car was not to be seen for a long time. They were standing there for a couple of hours. And Madhusudan said, now there is no use of standing here. Now let us go back. He was becoming uneasy. But in that same time, the car was spotted. There was not much traffic then. And then car was there, and oh, car, the car is coming. And then they stood in attention. And as promised by Adi, he slowed down the car a little. They wanted to hide from Baba, but Baba is more shrewd than those people. That car went little bit ahead. Baba looked at him. Baba little bit ahead. That car stopped there. On Baba's car was stopped, and Baba Adi called all of them, and they ran to Baba, and then Baba met each one of it. I was not in that group. That was too early for me. all these boys were beyond 20, 25.
And didn't Manasudan faint? Did he faint? Is that on seeing Baba?
Did he faint? Did Madhusudan faint?
Madhusudan,
चक्कर आया क्या?
Madhusudan, yes, Madhusudan, they all went, and Baba met each one of them. And Baba also said that, Hari, in spite of that, I have allowed you to see me. And Madhusudan was about to faint at that time when he was to be carried, hold handed, carried to Baba, because he must have become very emotional, and Baba had given special attention to him. And then, of course, that the process of composing songs, and that started from that point of time.
Wow. Rosalie has a question.
So,
Yeah, Pratap, I'm very curious about the song of the new life. Was it dictated? Did Baba dictate it to Ghani? How did it come about, the words, the song of the new life? Did Baba dictate it to Ghani? And where did the music come from? Who put it to music?
you mean a New Life song?
Yes, yes.
New Life song was actually it was composed by Dr. Ghani on the points given by Meher Baba, and after the composing, Baba has checked every word of it.
Wow, okay.
Mm.
And then
That
the music, who put it to music?
Music was given by Adi.
Adi.
Adi,
Okay.
Adi.
Adi Ke Irani.
Wow. And did they sing it often during the New Life? Did the group, the New Life group, did they sing it together or what? How was it? They would sing it during the New Life. Would one person sing it or did they all sing it?
एकटे गायचे का सगळे मिळून गायचे त्यावेळी? एकटे गायचे का सगळे मिळून गायचे?
The new life song, Adi used to play harmonium, and all the group, all the who were present there, of course, only males. They, but these Baba was not allowing gents to be mixed up with the ladies, and all the males, they used to sing together along with Adi. And practically every day this song was being sung before Baba. That is why in that song it is said that कसम से इरादों को गरमा रहे हैं. Taking oaths repeatedly, we are keeping alive our intentions to lead a new life. We are taking oath, repeated oath. See, every day that oath is being repeated to live that new life, to exact to the word of it. Every condition. Yes, that is the meaning of that particular thing. And of course, that is Adi used to sing that and the same tune. In our Pune group, one Mr. Solapuri used to sing it very nice. It was his favorite song. He used to sing very nice.
Yeah, beautiful. I remember that song sung by Sholapuri. He sings so beautifully, and I have that recording. Maybe sometime I'll play that in the Aarti time a little bit. Of that song.
Yes, definitely. Yes, I would like to hear.
Yeah, and also Ralph Jackson from Texas. He has a question. Ralph.
Pratap has a hard time understanding my Texas, but my thought was, during the New Life, did the Baba groups continue to have meetings and get together?
Yeah, so
can you repeat that, Prakash? Can you hear me?
Yeah, the question is basically, during New Life, did all those who did not participate in the New Life with Baba, did they have meetings in their own, centers and homes and all that stuff? All the Baba lovers who could not go, did they have meetings during that New Life time?
You mean
जो बाबा के साथ नहीं गए, उन लोग अपने सेंटर्स में या घर में did they do Baba prayers meetings?
No. It was not a practice then, and the centers were not well organized then. It is only after 60s, after Baba came, then thereafter the centers were created. During Baba's time, there were very few centers, and even Pune Center was opened in 1964. So much after Baba's New Life, the centers have come up. Only at places the meetings used to be held, as we had Dr. Gani Amastai. That is why we were regularly holding those meetings. But any other place, I don't, even Delhi, and then there are no such meetings were held. And it is only now, one more thing I would like to say is that the importance of 16th October is very much in the whole life of Pune Center, because most of the members of Pune Center then, they had attended that 16th October 50 meeting, and then they have started thinking about having a center. So that observation of anniversary, that was not there during Baba's time. During Baba's time, it was not there.
Right.
And there was, in fact, no news were being received except some few things we only about Baba's movements that from this place to that place, that was. Otherwise, we were not I mean kept informed about all that new life programs.
So, Pratapji, did people in their homes do Baba prayers or things like that during that time?
Music.
No. I think that the importance of new life day, that was not properly understood by people, and they have not appreciated the real meaning and real importance of that day. I don't think any people must be observing that particular day at even at their homes. It is only after the completion of the new life, and much after that, when the organized centers have come up, thereafter these observations of 16th October, and this 16th October observation has been first started for Pune Center. We were very particular about observing that day. And day after tomorrow, we will be observing that day, 16th October. Yes.
So, Ralph, did that answer your question?
Yes.
Then when Baba in 52, which was only right almost immediately after completing all phases of the new life, Baba came to Myrtle Beach. And then, as you said, Eric declined to go. And,
yes.
and then either Pindu was not asked to go, or so Baba assigned Eric and Pindu to go throughout India and talk to, and visit Baba lovers and be with them. And then, of course, Eric talked about that, and of course, Pindu couldn't talk too well, but he would also mention it at times, how intimate those gathered, they were received, and would stay up all night, like at Amartithi, with people, with the villager, with the people huddled up close to them, and spent the whole night singing and talking about Baba. And I don't know where all they went, but I think they went to a lot of places.
Yes.
Did they come to Pune? Did they come to Pune? Was Eric and Pindu, do you recall? Was that on their agenda?
Yeah.
Yes. When we hold that program in the early days, we used to narrate the whole story of Baba's new life and different phases of Baba's life during, that is the begging phase, and that is the Langoti phase, and all these phases. In fact, people didn't have that much of study about the new life, except that afterwards, all these books on new life, the Lord Mayor books have come. And then after that, Baba Bhau Sahib, Bhau Kalchuri has written one book on Baba's new life. So during that time, when Baba's new life was actually going on, nobody appreciated, nobody understood what is that new life. We took it very, I think people took it just as usual. It's not a special, any special importance to that particular day and particular lifestyle. Nobody understood about it. It is only afterwards, during in the course of time, the people are after their study, after their repeated study, after they were reading the stories, Erich and Mani, they used to tell a lot of stories about the things like thereafter, after process, I mean, slowly, people have started understanding what was Baba's new life. And exactly thereafter only the whole observation of that particular day has started. Now it is practically every center is observing this day. So during Baba's time, nobody understood, nobody appreciated. They were very blank about it.
So it's getting late for you, but one last question that Ralph was asking. When Baba came to the United States in 1952,
Yes.
Erich and Pendu went all over India giving
Yes.
Baba's talks,
Yes.
Baba's messages. Did they also come to Pune during that time? Erich and Pendu?
No. He mostly went to Andhra. Whatever I remember that he went to Andhra and he used to talk, and some other places also must be. I don't exactly feel that he has gone to Hamirpur, but Andhra he has definitely, I know that Andhra he has went to several centers in Andhra.
Yeah. So, Jai Baba. But late ho gaya, Pratap ji. So thank you so much and have a wonderful birthday because it's coming up, right? So, and we are blessed to have you. So,
Thank you.
Jai Baba. So, yeah.
Jai Baba. Thanks, Baba. Thanks, Baba.
Wonderful to hear your story.
Yeah.
Oh
So
my.
let's all say Baba, Avatar Meher Baba ki jai.
Yes.
Avatar Meher Baba
Meher
ki
Jai
jai.
Baba.
Jai.
Jai.
Avatar
Meher Baba
Meher Baba.
ki jai. Avatar Meher Baba ki jai. Jai Baba.
Jai Baba. Jai Baba.
Jai
Jai
Baba.
Baba.
Oh, lovely. Wonderful. Thank you.